Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market and record store finds for Sunday, November 24th, 2024. So, I went to the flea market Saturday, the 23rd, but I found nothing. Sunday there were less people, less sellers, but I found a few things. First of all, I splurged, I took a chance, and I lost, wasted maybe, I'd say, $10 to $15 wasted on this $20 lot. I should have stuck with the 5 initial records that I picked. I was about to offer $5 for the 5 records, and she wanted $30 for $30 for the whole lot, and of course it was out of range. But what I like is that a lot of these are like from Great Britain, like top rank records. I never see this here, and there were most of them clean, but I don't have the same musical taste as the owner of these records, but I was kind of curious and in a good mood, so I decided to make an offer of either $5 for the 5 records when she said it was $1 per record, or $30 for the box. I said, or $5 for these 5, the ones I picked, I show last, or $20 for the whole lot. And she said, well, I can make the box for $25. Okay, I'll take these 5 for $5. Like I said, there's no wrong answer, one or the other. I'm happy. It's okay, take the box for $20. Well, I checked a few seconds of each side on the stereo, and some took some of these took like 1 second. Nope, an instant nope. So I lost, so I wasted. But it's fun to take a chance. So we'll start by looking at the ones that are no good for me. I will play the whole. I will play them on my Electro-Hum Apollo eventually, still, just to make sure. But then we have a few that I kind of like, that I would not have picked, but are these ones here. And then the 5 that I would have picked for $1, which is what I should have done. This Aled and Nia Lanfair Wiglingil Gorger. I'm not going to try to pronounce this. Apparently it's about a funny name given to a town somewhere. I think it's in England, I'm not sure. Didn't have time to read the whole thing. But I played a few seconds of it, no good. Oh, and I forgot to say, the lot comes with these 3 adapters, 2 turntable spindles, a black one still in its bag, there's no brand on it, could be any brand, and this yellow one that's obviously older. Anyway, so this one has, oh yeah, and the box is all beat up. This one is in rough shape. Callum Kennedy, no, Georgie Monroe, Highland Donald. Yeah, a handful of these are obviously from Ireland. Bobby McLeod and his band, sorry if I'm massacring the names. It's on Phillips. Vocal Gems from Oklahoma by Richard Rogers and Roger Amstein. Original London cast of the Drury Lane Theatre. Master voice. Not my cup of tea. Jim Nicholson and his Scottish dance band play for Scottish country dancing. Volume 5, Volume 6. Joe Gordon Folk 4. Every time I see the Pie label, I always think of Kung Fu Fighting by Carl Douglas. For the longest time, that and Dance the Kung Fu, the follow-up. For the longest time in my life, that's all I knew about this label. The Alexander Brothers, These Are My Mountains. This side is Let's Go Down the Glen Again. There's always something sad about finding records that, well, that suck is a little bit harsh, but not in my cup of tea when they're like imports in great shape, and I always wish there were better records. Campbelltown Lock by Andy Stewart. Morag O'Dunvegan, I'm massacring, I just know I'm butchering these names. Oh my goodness, Dave McIntosh with the Jack Sinclair Band, Lassie with the Yellow Cody, the Silver City. Just not my thing. Andy Stewart, oh what a lid, Mr. Finlay. My Fair Lady, Vera Lynn and Pete Murray, the Beverly Sisters, Diane Todd, Jack Warner, the Stargazers, and David Whitfield. And it's an EP. This is terrible. Ugh. A Centennial Song, Une Chanson du Centenaire, Woolworth's, 86 cents. Canada. Same kids singing in French with an accent and in English on the other side. In Ontario. It's as bad as you think it is. Is there something in the middle? No, it's just a sleeve. I played just a few seconds. Robert Johnson Productions Limited. Donald Harron as Charlie Farquharson, the rural philosopher from Spring Thaw 67. This record is not for sale, and this side presents Robert Johnston Productions Limited presents Spring Thaw, sung by Catherine McKinnon, Arc Sound recording artist. This record is not for sale. Arc, speaking of Arc, We're Off to Dublin in the Green by Abbey Tavern Singers. The Captain of the Gallant 43. Russ Hamilton, Oriole, EP, 4 songs, don't like any of them. A Parlophone record, no, it's not the Beatles. Laurie London, Banjo Boy, and Hear Them Bells. Top Rank, early Top Rank. Craig Douglas, Only 16, and My First Love Affair. The RK Record Club, does it even say who sings on this thing? Jesus Christ. It's DG, The Night They Invented Champagne, Thank Heaven for Little Girls. The only thing that's kind of neat is the label. Imagine when that spins, it's pretty cool, but otherwise it sucks. I really didn't care for this. Yeah, the labels and record labels and the sleeves often don't match. East Virginia by the Brothers 4, and Greenfields on Columbia. Michael Holiday, The Steady Game, and Starry-Eyed. Starry-Eyed, I get it now. Eyes and stars in the eyes. Jack Jones, The Impossible Dream. Strangers in the Night. If I want to hear Strangers in the Night, I'll play Sinatra's record. And in The Impossible Dream, I always think of Jack Tripper's friend who butchers the song in his cafe in an episode of Trees, either Trees Company or Trees a Crowd. So that song is dead forever for me. The Carnival is Over by the Seekers. We Shall Not Be Moved. Record, no, it doesn't say what store. Sonny James, Ask Mary, and Sugar Lump. This I wish would have been a good record to keep, but not my cup of tea. It's just the label is so cool. Top Rank. I know that Freddie Cannon records that were released in England were on Top Rank. New Boy, Craig Douglas, Heart of a Teenage Girl. Yeah, this is one of those supposed to be funny but not funny record anymore. Hello Mother, Hello Father by Alan Sherman. Ratfink. The Alexander Brothers, Nobody's Child. And Why Did You Make Me Care? The reason I laugh is because I don't remember where I saw this. Was it in the Beatles anthology maybe? But Ringo Ringo Starr says he once sang Nobody's Child in front of his mother, like he thought it was absurd, like, I'm nobody's child, mother. It was kind of, the way he explained it was really funny. So every time I see that song title, I laugh. Brian Johnson, looking high, 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 and no, it has nothing to do with drugs. It's not like High, High, High by Paul McCartney and Wings. Each Tomorrow, Brian Johnson. And the last sucky one, EP, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, number 1. Howard Keel, Jane Powell, Bill Lee and the Brothers. Again, so sad it's in pristine shape, but not my cup of. Then we have a bunch here that are probably stuff I will keep for fun, you know. Shamrock Souvenir Records, the Shamrock Trio, Sealy Time in Ireland, and this is pretty cool. It's on Shamrock and it's green. Is it semi-transparent? Kind of transparent. So yeah, kind of cool. Sound Souvenir, high fidelity recording of Greenfield Village, Henry Ford Museum, Greenfield Village, Henry Ford Museum, and I already said that, in Michigan. I played just a few seconds. It was interesting enough to keep and to play through the whole thing. I like the copyright 1959 too, so I thought that was a keeper. This was a surprise because I looked at it, well, okay, GG, MGM, okay, that's right. And then I played, I played a few seconds of each track. I said, oh, and then I look, okay, Dick Hyman is, okay, it's a jazz trio, and then that's okay, and then it swings, GG. Oh, okay, I get it now. So this is, you can't judge a book by a cover, you can't judge a record by the cover either sometimes. So this is a definite keeper, much better record, actually, one of the better ones in the lot. Jazz trio. Ronnie Carroll, please tell me your name and say wonderful things. I don't remember a few seconds of, because I only played a few seconds of each. I decided, oh, I'll play the whole thing later. There's one thing more by the Allisons, and Are You Sure? So I don't even remember. This is a clean copy of Those Were the Days by Mary Hopkins, Canadian pressing, in a Parlophone label, sleeve I mean, and Turn on this side. It's a pretty clean copy. This is also a pretty clean copy, a better copy than the one I have, which I've never had time to play, I just thought it was cool. So it's Sergeant Barry Sadler, sorry about that, U.S. Army Special Forces Ballad of the Green Berets and Letter from Vietnam. To tell you that I have never played it, I don't even know if it's pro-war or against war or just telling things as they are. I don't know. It's just so clean. It's a U.S. pressing. Anthony Newley, Anything You Want to Do and Why. This is much more recent here, Canadian pressing. Goombay Dance Band. Oh, that's a B-side. A-side is Bang Bang Lulu and Monkey. I just have to play the whole thing to figure out if I like it or not. This is nice. This is a nice, thick, early US pressing of a Bobby Darin record on Actco Multiplication, and this side is Irresistible You. And it plays really well, it's clean, despite the little marks on each record. Somebody put their initials. I hate that. April Love by Pat Boone. Yeah, I have some Pat Boone. I don't even know what I'm going to do with my Pat Boone records, but just because I have a handful of songs. But this is being an import pressing, if I was interesting to keep. So yeah, April Love and When the Swallows Come Back to Capistrano. When we finish these, we'll switch to a part 2, obviously. This is a US pressing, and despite the fingerprints, it plays so well. Wheels by Billy Vaughan and Orange Blossom Special. Really crispy, clear sound. I was impressed. This one as well, although I hate polystyrene records, this is a US pressing. Actually plays well for a polystyrene record. Never on Sunday by Don Costa. and The Sound of Love. This, the A side's not my cup of tea, but the B side's actually pretty good. Pipe, Drums and Military Band, Amazing Grace, don't care for that side, but the other side is not even on the sleeve. Rock and Roll March by the Blair Atoll Highlanders, and this is actually good. The few seconds of it I played, it's promising. And then we have the 5 I would have bought for $5, which is what I should have done. I'm sure you'll agree. So not that necessarily these 5 you would have paid $5, but those are the 5 that we're interested to get. Doris Day, Pillow Talk, songs from the Universal Picture. Pillow Talk, Inspiration, Possess Me, and Roly Poly. And it's a small whole 7-inch on Philips, and it plays like it's never been played. It's amazing. The sound is amazing. This is let's put this here. This is Frank Ifield, I Remember You and I Listen to My Heart. This is not as good because there's yodeling on both sides. Lovesick Blues, and She Taught Me How to Yodel. And this one is Guy Mitchell, Heartaches by the Number, and 2. I cannot grab Guy Mitchell records, although there's only one of his records I kind of like that I have on a 7/8. It's Rockabilly, and the other side is Hoot Owl on Columbia. Anyway, I grabbed this one as well, and this is pretty nice. Cliff Richard and the Shadows, I Love You and D in Love. So that was my $20 box, and stick around for part 2. My favorite purchase of Sunday is on part 2. So thanks for watching so far.